He was God's most devoted servant, yet he surrendered his soul to the devil and was cursed to walk the earth as an immortal creature of darkness. Dracula, as the world's first vampire, he not only claimed 3 strikingly beautiful bat brides, but built a vast dark kingdom with his own hands. For centuries, no matter how hard he and his brides tried to produce an heir, not a single child ever survived. Desperate to resurrect his sleeping offspring, he sought the key of life and bankrolled a madman named Victor. Victor stole 7 corpses, stitched them together into something entirely new, and when lightning struck, the creature opened its eyes. Victor barely had a moment to celebrate. An enraged mob of villagers stormed the castle with torches, hungry for revenge. Dracula appeared. He couldn't let the creature go. It was his only hope of bringing his children back to life.
Good God! I would kill myself before helping in such a task.
Victor refused. He wouldn't let his creation become a tool for a demon, and raised his sword to stop Dracula. But the undead don't scare easily. Dracula bared his fangs and took Victor's life in an instant. The creature heard its father scream, broke free and struck back, hurling Dracula into a furnace before scooping up the body and making a run for it. The frenzied mob drove the creature into a windmill.
Burn it! Burn it now!
Flames closed in from every direction. With nowhere left to run, it clutched the body and let out a cry of pure despair. Dracula knew the creature couldn't be allowed to die. He smothered the flames on his body, emerged from the shadows, and shot into the sky with his 3 brides, racing to save it. But they were a moment too late. The fire swallowed everything. Their hopes were shattered once again. The brides wept. Dracula said nothing. But they were wrong. The creature hadn't died. It had crawled into a cave beneath the mill and clung to life. That was a time when monsters were everywhere. And there was one kind far more dangerous than the rest. A creature of 2 minds. By day, a man. By night, Mr. Hyde. When darkness fell, he carved a bloody path through the city. To bring him down, I, Van Helsing, was sent in. By the time I found him, talking was off the table. He came at me before I could even get my bearings. I drew both pistols and opened fire. He charged straight through. I yanked out my sword and caught him across the midsection. He wasn't done. He grabbed an iron bell and brought it down over me, clearly expecting me to bolt. But I don't run. I came at him from above and took his arm clean off. That pushed him over the edge. He flung me onto the rooftop, leaped up after me, and shoved me off with his own hands. Life or death in a single second. I fired a grappling hook, caught him, and used the tension to land. But he yanked the line and pulled me back into the air. Then he lost his footing and fell. The holy light of the church tore through his dark half and burned it away. He returned to human form and hit the ground hard. Mission accomplished. But I felt nothing close to relief. I didn't even know who I was. Years ago, I lost every last memory and was found collapsed on the steps of a church, taken in by a priest. Since then, I'd been a monster hunter, but my past was a complete blank. Then one day, a cardinal handed me a torn, ancient scroll. The crest on it was identical to the ring on my finger, the mark of an old bloodline. A family that had sworn to God they would never enter heaven until Dracula was destroyed. 9 generations had tried,